Greetings to our valued stakeholders. I am Shireen Raju from the Learning Intervention Project Coordination Unit, LIPC. I'll be taking you through to the process flow of all funded projects and SETMIS reporting. The respective Service SETA official, which is the project coordinator or provincial operations, will communicate to the entity requirements for project closure per learning program. The entity will submit the following documents: a fully populated SETMIS workbook, a closure report, copies of enrollment documents, certificates or statement of results. The Service SETA official will verify all supporting evidence, and thereafter SETMIS workbooks will be released to the senior officer for data verification. Thereafter, the senior officer will communicate to the respective reporting Service SETA official if remediation is required or if SETMIS data is compliant. The Service SETA official will sign off the checklist and submit for the drafting of the motivation, confirming all SETMIS data and supporting evidence are 100% compliant. The motivation will be signed off by the respective manager and submitted to DG Invoicing Unit in the Finance Department. The IMS will be opened for uploading of final invoices for the specific contract. All competent learners will be reported against their annual performance plan targets, which is completions in this case, for the current financial year. The SETMIS requirements. This is an extract from the Skills Development Circular number 14/2020. Inclusion of additional data fields into SETMIS for collection of SETA's quarterly reports in alignment with National Skills Development Plan 2030. The implementation of the National Skills Development 2030 NSDP with effect from 1st April 2020 has brought about new output indicators for performance monitoring and reporting by SETAs during the current financial year going forward. The Service Level Agreement framework was revised last year in order to incorporate output indicators emerging from the NSDP as part of the development of plans for the current financial year. Accordingly, the SETMIS reporting templates were also updated to align to the new policy environment for planning, monitoring, and reporting. The SETMIS requirements compulsory file submission per learning program. We have 3 mandatory files: File 400, which is person, File 100, which is the provider, and File 200, which is the employer. The enrollment files for submission for learnerships will be File 100, File 200, File 400, File 401, File 500, and File 501. And for internships, HET graduates and TVET placements, it's File 100, File 200, File 304, File 400, and File 502. On internships, LPO 6 only, which is the NATED, it's File 100, File 200, File 400, File 506, and these are only NATED programs. And then on skills program, you're employed and unemployed, that's LP 12 and 13, RPL, AET, and candidacy. It's File 100, File 200, File 304, File 400, and File 502. Being a project manager is like being an artist. You have the different colored process streams combining into a work of art. I encourage each and every stakeholder today that is present and currently running projects, that to ensure that you bring closure to each and every project, to ensure that every learner is deemed competent at the end of the project, so that we can rate the success of the learners that we enroll versus those that are exiting on each funded project. Thank you.